Welcome back to our journey through the book of Genesis. In the last episode, Joseph revealed himself to his brothers in a moment of grace, forgiveness, and tears. Now, the story continues as Joseph makes preparations to reunite with his father. This is episode 68. Joseph sends for Jacob. News of Joseph's reunion with his brothers quickly reached Pharaoh's palace. When Pharaoh heard, he was pleased, not only because Joseph's family was alive, but because the man who had saved Egypt from famine could finally see his father again. Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Tell your brothers, do this. Load your animals and return to the land of Canaan. Bring your father and your families back to me. I will give you the best of Egypt, and you will enjoy the fat of the land." What a blessing! The brothers who once came to Egypt begging for grain were now being invited as honored guests to live in the best part of the land. Pharaoh even commanded that wagons be given to carry the women and children, along with provisions for the journey. Joseph equipped his brothers generously. To each he gave new clothing, but to Benjamin, the brother of his heart, he gave 300 shekels of silver and 5 sets of clothes. He also sent gifts for his father, 10 donkeys loaded with the best goods of Egypt and 10 more with grain, bread, and other provisions. Before sending his brothers off, Joseph gave them one last instruction, almost with a smile: do not quarrel on the way. It was as if Joseph knew their history of jealousy and strife, but now urged them to walk in peace, for the past was behind them. When the brothers arrived home, they came before their aged father, Jacob. Imagine the scene: dusty travelers, breathless with excitement, eyes shining with unbelievable news. They said to him, "Joseph is still alive. In fact, he is ruler of all Egypt." At first, Jacob's heart fainted. He could not believe them. Years of grief had weighed him down, and the thought seemed too good to be true. But when he saw the wagons Joseph had sent and heard the words of his sons, the spirit of Jacob revived. And Israel said, "Enough. My son Joseph is still alive. I will go and see him before I die." This was not just a reunion in the making. It was the unfolding of God's covenant promise. The family chosen to carry God's blessing would now move to Egypt, where they would grow into a great nation, exactly as God had foretold to Abraham. What a beautiful moment! God restoring what was broken, giving joy in place of sorrow, and reminding us that His promises never fail. Type Amen if you agree God is faithful and keeps the promises He makes.